The show comes to you live from the Mile High City in Coors Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. The D-backs vie for a key series sweep against a fellow wild card contender, and we'll have it for you next. Kyle Freeland will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Now at the plate, John Jay, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Arizona, right fielder, John Jay.
First pitch of the at-bat. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. These Rockies guys, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Shorts and T-shirts, the order of the afternoon. 92 degrees here at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Hit on the ground out to short. Story plays it in. And there's one down now. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
So digging in now, Eduardo Escobar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Freeland has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2. 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
In now, Paul Goldschmidt, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Escobar leads off first with one away. One ball and one strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runner at second here with one man out. Fastball called for strike two.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Blackmon going back at the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and the runner will score from second. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
In most parks in the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
Standing in now, David Peralta, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. They've got two already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with two strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
The 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Pulled toward right center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Digging in, John Ryan Murphy. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Three runs already home here. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Stepping into the box, Jake Lamb. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Way in front of a great slider that time. Ready with the 0-2. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
2 out with the man at first. The 1-2. Popped him up. Walters has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. D-backs out in front 3-0. Clay Buchholz gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, DJ.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Soft liner out toward left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
ARI.
In is Gerardo Parra as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. The numbers coming in: 278 the average, 8 home runs and 37 RBIs. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Lays off 1-0. Now the 1-0. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Murphy waits on it. 1 away. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in there.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year, currently 2nd in the NL in RBIs. First offering on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Arenado stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Buchholz, a native Texan. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average at 284 to begin play. 8 home runs and 32 driven in. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Gonzalez, commonly known as Cargo. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The 1-2. And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're back at Coors Field in just a moment. Here's Echeverria now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Well, as we mentioned in the open of the broadcast, the Diamondbacks have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The Diamondbacks had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here, things are looking awfully good for the sweep department.
The 1-2. Popped him up. LeMahieu over to his right. looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Into the box, play Buchholz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Too high, 1-0. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder, John.
Striding in, John Jay. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Buchholz, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. A ball and no strikes. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-1. Two men are on with two men out. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They lead it 3-0. Now at the plate, Trevor Story. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. There to take it is Jay, and he's got it for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
Striding in for the Rockies, Ryan McMahon. He's set, and the pitch. No balls and one strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Bouncer to the left side. Lamb takes it in. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 8th, catcher, Tony Walter.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing, and he pops him up. Escobar shading to his right, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Rockies 0. Welcome back to beautiful Colorado as we're set for the top of the third in this one from Coors Field in Denver. Trying to pick things up where we left off, A.J. Pollock. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
3-0. Is looked at for the first strike. The 3-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as you can see, he's currently second best on the Diamondbacks in that department. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Peralta earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch out. 1-0. Nothing doing. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Pulled toward right center field. Blackmon on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, captain John Ryan Murphy.
Stepping up to the plate, John Ryan Murphy. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. From the stretch. And that misses inside. 1-0.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Pollock, base runner at first with 1 out. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw. Throw won't get him. .30 pitch. On the move again from first. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And as you can see, he's currently second best on the Diamondbacks in that department. The 3-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Parra sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, and he'll make it into third base as on the F7 he gets in there with 2 away.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved a run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Standing in, Jake Lamb. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. One and one to count to Jake Lamb. The 1-1. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Into the box, Adeiny Echeverria, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Hit to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Arizona. Leading off the inning, Kyle Freeland, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Popped him up. Escobar calls for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Left fielder number 8, Gerardo Parra.
In is Gerardo Parra. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
The next 0-2 misses for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. It's taken on the inside corner. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They trail here 4-0. So stepping in, play Buchholz. They'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just got a piece to the right side. And a barehanded attempt, but he can't get his palm around it.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Jeff Hoffman answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Eduardo Escobar standing in, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Four runs, 6 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks.
D-Rod.
In the dirt here.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ready with the 0-2. This is pulled into right. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gonzalez on the run. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hoffman, a right-hander going 6'5". He's in his third season as a major league player. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Buchholz over at second. Jay at first. One gone. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. Goes to third with it, and they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now two men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and two runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate, and that'll go down as a very important out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. Do you think you can drive it? But it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, A.J. Pollock, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. 4 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ready for another chance? Charlie Blackmon 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. First pitch of the at-bat. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Popped him up. Murphy is there, and he brings it in on the warning track. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Here's Nolan Arenado. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul. Strike one. One out, nobody on. On the ground to the left side. Lamb is there, and there are two away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Hit in the air to right field. Jay has a read on it. And that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready for another shot now. David Peralta. He hit a sac fly earlier.
David Peralta.
First pitch on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. A ball and a strike. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound two balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Story retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number one. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Ready once again, John Ryan Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Right over the middle, knee high. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one. Jake Lamb standing in now, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A bullet to first base. And the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batting, shortstop, Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 delivery. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Murphy is on his way home. Now the relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Clay Buchholz, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Echeverria stands at second with 2 gone. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Story has a play, and that's the 3rd out. A run will score in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Rockies nothing. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. First pitch on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Now the 1-0. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Line toward the gap in left center. Running hard. He's digging for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. No one out with a runner at second. Seared down the first baseline. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball. And that runner crossing from second scores their first run. It's now a 5-1 game. And they'll keep the pressure on here. He's in with a triple. Stepping in, Tony Walters. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Walters, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
David Dahl will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, David Dahl.
A ball and no strikes. The average entering play at 301. 1 home run and 16 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A little bouncer. The 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Hard hit ball to second. To his right, Escobar. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. So the lineup flips over and digging in, DJ LeMahieu, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Called strike over the outside corner. Dahl leads off first with 1 away. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Dahl makes a break from first. And there's out number 2.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
In now, Gerardo Parra. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2-1 to Gerardo Parra. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. 2-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hallo has a read on it, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Diamondbacks lead this one 5-2. Zach Roscoe takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 60, Zach Roscoe.
In now is John Jay. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Right fielder, John Jay.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Now at the plate, Eduardo Escobar. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch coming, here it is. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball that time, not even close. Roscoe playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 28th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Escobar is off at first with 2 away. And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Here comes the payoff pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box, David Peralta, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Slow bouncer to the right side. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Two down, runners at first and second. Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. On to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and it remains 5-2. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Here comes Seth. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 21 for him on the season, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
The pitcher is acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint the black inside and out, make the ball move up and down, so a lot of times when you see a guy get hit in that spot, there was some kind of message behind it. We'll see what that leads to the rest of this game.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Up next for Colorado, first baseman, Ryan.
New pitcher set to take over now, and it's the left-hander Jorge De La Rosa.
Diamondback, number 32, Jorge De La Rosa.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One and one to the Rockies' first baseman. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pollard has it in his sights, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, catcher, Tony Walker.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. The next 0-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Down the first baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second. And he is in there.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Ian Desmond will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 20, Ian Desmond.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Desmond hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
His career line against De La Rosa, he has 7 hits in 21 at-bats. He's also driven in 5 runs. Now that ball is hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole, and it's a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Popped him up. Goldschmidt is under it. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And that misses 1-1.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood and a broken bat.
Hard hit towards center. Pollock's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We're through 6 full. It's the Rockies 6 and the Diamondbacks 5. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Carlos Estevez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 54, Carlos Estevez.
Leading off the inning, John Ryan Murphy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First offering on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hara is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, James Lamb. Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Done.
Jake Lamb standing in now. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, he's 1 for 3. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Dunn, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1-0 pitch on the way. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Echeverria now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 delivery. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball two. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Walters recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Echeverria is retired. 2 down now. Ready now, Jorge De La Rosa. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch, and we're all even now at 6-6. In is Gerardo Parra, his career line against De La Rosa. He has 7 hits in 27 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. First offering on its way. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
The 0-2 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Echeverria has it on to first, and De La Rosa's got it working now. 2 away.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Settling in now, Nolan Arenado. No hits to this point.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's the side-arming right-hander Brad Ziegler that gets the assignment. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Jay has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Adam Ottavino has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
In now is John Jay. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's 1 for 4.
John Jay.
Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Now here's the pitch. That misses. 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. LeMahieu is there for it. 1 out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Eduardo Escobar standing in, is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sliders in for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Parra moves over. 2 gone.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch coming. Here it is. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And he pops him up back behind second base. LeMahieu waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We'll see the man they call Cargo. Carlos Gonzalez will lead it off when we return. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Archie Bradley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
25, Archie Bradley.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Gonzalez. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Bradley is currently second among National League relievers in All-Star fan voting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
And he lays off for ball 1. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Peralta. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Now to the plate, Trevor Story. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
No balls and 1 strike. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Ryan McMahon. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
The 1-1 is a fastball that gets by him.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. This game remains tied at 6. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Wade Davis will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jordan Patterson is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollock. Last time through was a base hit.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
In now, David Peralta, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Blackman. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
The catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
Digging in now, John Ryan Murphy. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go-ahead run at third with one away. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and here in the ninth, they have taken the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Nero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Stepping in now, Jake Lamb, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
I know this is not his finest moment, but we're not going to panic right here. This guy has been doing this a long time, a veteran that won't let the emotion get to him.
The 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Look, being a closer is one of the toughest jobs, and it's hard to dominate every chance you get. But he definitely looks off right now, making it interesting to say the least.
Murphy, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackman's after it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Now batting, shortstop, Adani Echeverria.
Standing in, Adani Echeverria. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Now the 0-1. Fouled away. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The pitcher, number 25, Archie Bradley.
Alex Avila will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Alex Avila.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Rockies 6. Brad Boxberger comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Brad Boxberger.
Striding in to start the ninth, Tony Walters, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Catcher, Tony Walters.
First pitch of the at-bat, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Here comes Peralta. One down. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. So striding forward now, Jordan Patterson, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. The D-backs leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep a team is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps.
Ready with another 0-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine root. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll put this one away to end it. And the Diamondbacks go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Arizona get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Archie Bradley wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Brad Boxberger hammers down the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Final lights go for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 7 runs on 13 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Rockies, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game RTD trains of the C line to Mineral and the E line to Lincoln are available down the street at Union Station. Bus service is available outside Gate B on the corner of 22nd and Lake Street.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, the Arizona Diamondbacks grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-6. They now have 5 straight wins. The San Diego Padres broke up their 5-game losing skid as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 2-1. The Nationals had 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 4-0. Jonathan Villar had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Brewers to victory over the Pirates 13-3. Julio Teheran earned the victory, which was his 10th on the year, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Red Sox 3-2. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. The New York Yankees launched 3 home runs as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 10-6. The Twins got 18 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 7-4. The Angels got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Mariners 8-5. Dallas Keuchel got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run as the Astros downed Oakland 6-1. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.